recently, you may have seen one of my videos, depending on if you watch them in episode order, where I stopped at Patapsco River just to see if it was cleaned up after all the rains and stuff, so I could bring my kayak out. But I told you that at that particular time, I needed to get some new tires on my Honda Odyssey, and I said economically it made more sense just to fix my tires versus buying a brand new car. And economically, that makes all the sense in the world. I ran into a problem though. I had an Odyssey Touring, which was a 07, which came with run flat tires, the run pack system, where you can travel like up to 50 miles if you should get a puncture in your tire or something of that nature. And so while I had to change my tires out after 50,000 miles generally, I guess I did better than most. They discontinued my tire for Honda, and Honda was no longer putting them on the vehicles, and so I had to buy new wheels and new tires, and I was in the process of trying to do that because my Odyssey had like 190,000 miles on it. I've had it for 11 years. I believe it could have went even further. It was having some issues, but when you don't have no car note for over 6 years, whatever issues you don't have, you can fix, right? So, like I said, economically it made more sense, but trying to get the wheels and the tires became a nightmare. I went to Tire Rack, got me 4 new wheels, went to Costco to get them put on, and Costco said that these wheels were not rated for the Honda Odyssey Touring. So I called up Honda. Honda said, they don't know what they're talking about. It's the same chassis. You can put a 16 on it. Shouldn't be no problem. And I said, yeah, but according to their system, all the other Odysseys of that year showed a 13T. Now, I don't know what none of that stuff means, but they were talking about as far as weight on the wheel, and the Odyssey Touring showed a 104T, which means that the Honda Touring was heavier than the other models. And so Honda said, well, bring the wheels to us and we'll put it on. Shouldn't be no problem. So, okay, I take the wheels over to the Honda, and they're not quite sure. They said, well, they should, but, we ain't really did too many of these, and so let's just, we'll take off one wheel and we'll put it on and see if the brake pads, if everything fits, But then I ran into the supply guy, and the supply guy said, well, no, I probably won't. He said, but we can order some tires, and make it, make the situation work. So I ordered some steel tires too. I was sending the ones back to Tire Rack. I was getting some new steel. I figured, hey, if I'm dealing with Honda, they ought to know everything, but they really didn't, right? So I took the order, and they ordered me new TPS sensors, because if you don't have the sensors on, your lights be, blinking, and noise be going on because they can't read the air pressure, and then the tracking system is not going to work the same way. Is what I was reading. So anyway, they order everything up. I figure I'm good. I go in on that Friday and to get everything done. They call me at the end of the day, saying that the TPS sensors don't fit that particular wheel, but yet they ordered it. And they said, we got to put a valve stem in. I said, well, you can't put the valve stem in because then, it won't read the air sensors, and I have a light blinking on in my car, and the track system won't work. He said, well, wait a minute, I'm not sure, but let me go check and see. So they really don't know what's going on in this whole transition. You would think that if you're going to make a transition, that you would know exactly what to tell your customers who want to keep their vehicles, and continue on with them. But they really didn't have a clue. And so after that Friday, went over there and I said, well, we're going to order some TPS sensors that belong to the run pack system, is what they call it. And I said, well, are you sure they're going to fit it? And the guy told me, like, well, they look like they'll fit. But when you tell me they look like they'll fit, it's not the same as saying they'll fit. So now I'm worried about the fact that Costco said that the wheels you know, that the touring was heavier, so it could, you know, warp your wheels. And yet Honda don't really cover nothing because it's an old car, changing out wheels. And I'm sitting there, I'm gonna spend like $2,000 on some tires. I'm on the road. I'm on the road a lot. You know, y'all know that. And my youngest son, 12 years old, said, well, Dad, maybe it's time, you know, you get a new car. You know, maybe God is trying to tell you something. And I looked at him like, well, maybe he is, you know. So what ended up happening was economics went out the window and safety came into play. Safety came into play. So I figured, you know, I can't complain. For 11 years. I've had a vehicle for seven of those 11 years. I didn't have a note because I'll pay off most of my vehicles pretty quickly. So I don't have much interest and stuff. And so, to make a long story short, which has already been long, I bought a brand new Honda Odyssey. That's what I'm rolling in right now. I'm breaking it in, going to Georgia and back to Maryland. So it is what it is. Got a brand new ride. Should last me hopefully for another 10, 11 years, which I probably won't need it for that long this time because my family is getting older. Not really gonna need this type of vehicle. But like I said, it's a great fishing deal. So maybe I don't plan on buying another one. Let's put it like that. So I may keep this one until I run it into the ground. But anyway, just wanted to let y'all know that I did end up buying a brand new vehicle, 1.9 APR, 60 months. Not bad. My cousin was my salesman, so you know I shot him some business as well. So all things worked out for the glory of the Lord. I'm good. I'm traveling safe. My tires are regular tires now, so when I need to replace some tires, I can just do tires. I ain't got to fool with no wheels. Just replace the tires and continue to drive safely up and down these dangerous highways. So just wanted to come back and tell y'all that. Since it's kind of long, probably be a little clip by itself. But anyway, just wanted to let y'all know. Sometimes I was doing good without the GoPro cutting off, but it cut off on me. But like I was just trying to say that sometimes, you know, safety is better than economic sense because I'd rather be alive and spending money, you know, than dead and haven't spent, you know, anything. So however that sounds, whatever it may sound like, I chose safety over side of economics. Doing great. The ride is good, real comfortable. Brand new 2019 Honda Odyssey EXL. I don't need all that stuff anymore. Don't need no rear entertainment system. Don't need no navigation system. I just pretty much need a good, reliable vehicle that's gonna get me around this country as I fish, as I produce my show, and even when I go on vacation with the fam. All right, so always remember, it's Reverend Big John. Keep the Lord first, and keep your lines tight. God bless. We'll see you next time.